Hello friends, today we will understand how we are connecting Microsoft Excel with Microsoft Power BI. After connecting, we will also analyze some of the tables, monthly charts, how we are developing. So let us move out with the video and look out the things. So look out to my Excel, we have month, revenue, box, operating system, other income, interest expenses, taxes, assets, liabilities, equity, cash inflow and cash outflow. So what we will be doing, we will be connecting with Power BI and then we will be trying to develop this type of graphs where we will be able to analyze yearly what is our revenue, what is our gross profit, and also we will be able to understand what is our monthly operating profit or what is the gross profit. These are the things we will be able to analyze. So generally, a dashboard contains many of the important files, but this is just how we are connecting and Power BI. Later on, we will be going out with many of the functions, how we will be developing. We will be going through the DAX course, our DAX course, so that we will be able to calculate many of the columns, many of the measures. So let us move out and start with the things. So you can see that we are having a financial this data over here. So what we will be going, we will be start with searching our Power BI. So we just open a new file. Really Power BI takes time and now it is updated. So it is having a very beautiful look with the things. The so pretty animations it is showing. Generally Power BI takes time, so you have to be patient with the things. Once it is loaded, it is very easy to use. So we will start with blank reports. Right? So what we will be doing, we will be first importing our Excel data into the Power BI. So we have get data. So Power BI have an exceptional use of connectivity with many of the data sources. It is Microsoft Excel, but if you are connected with SQL Server or any of the Google Sheet or any of the database like Postgre or any Oracle or any of the database, you name it, and Power BI has the connection model so that you can connect easily and you can start with the things. So here we are having the data with Microsoft Excel. So I'm just clicking out. So it will ask me for the location where my Excel is placed. What I'm doing, I'm just clicking it and simply open it. So once you loaded the data, you have two options. You can go for the load data or you can go for the transform data. So it is always advised to go with the transform data because you can look out with the data and data formats. So basically we are into the Power Query Editor. It is a very powerful tool of Power BI where we can add or remove many of the things. We can go with the calculated fields or conditional fields also. So we'll be coming up with the next videos also. Guys, please do subscribe, please do like, and also do comment your email ID so that we can send you some of the tips and tricks also which we are regularly producing with them. So generally we can see we have source here, the source is available, then navigation, the things has been navigated, promoted headers. So promoted headers for you, this most of the times it has not been happen. So what you can do, you can use first row as a header so that it will happen. Then you have change type. So you can see here it has changed to date. So in this particular click, you can see the format types which you want to change. So in revenue, it is having fixed decimal number or decimal number. So here we have kept it whole number, but we should take it as a decimal number. So here you have an option, either you can create a same step or you can replace the current. What I will be doing, I'll be working out with the add a new step. right? So here it becomes the things. So let us dig down with almost Power Query editor. So here you are having new sources, recent sources, enter data, data stores, all these things you have. Basically, you have transform data where you can work out with first 12 headers. I have already informed. So transpose anything you want to transpose, detect data type. So automatically it had already detected that it is into the numbers and it has already been taken. Then pivot column, unpivot columns. These are a very long chapters. We will be coming out with the next videos. Guys, please do subscribe so that you can get all this particular information, how you can use this and where you can use this. So we have split columns. If you are having any of the multiple columns as text or something like that, you can split it up. Format, extract, you can extract in the text also. So these are some of the transformation. You can work it out. You can also run a Python script so that you can predictive analysis can be done. Regarding add column, you can add any of the things. Let us say we will be adding a column where we can get a gross profit. So how we can get a gross profit? Gross profit we can get revenue minus costs. So how we will be working out? What we will be doing? We will be having a custom column. So once we click upon the custom column, we will be having a dialog box open. So here we can write a name that gross profit. And here what we will be doing, here we will be clicking revenue, then box. Okay, so here you can see that one column has been informed, gross profit. But here you can see that format of the gross profit is into the text plus numbers. So what we had to do is, you should be converted into decimal number, or it is into a whole number. Anything you like, you can work it out. Add a new step or look is correct. Fine. So it is just a demo that how the things used to go on. But generally we work with a conditional columns where we can use the if logic so that some of the grade system or some of the calculated things can be done. So once your operations are clear into the Power Query, you can move out with the close and apply. So once I have been closed and apply, I will be moving out to the main screen of Power BI so that we will be having all this data and everything. Even apply to the changes. It used to do load time, so that keep patience. So here we have sheet 1. You can see we have an column gross profit. So when we are looking out with the Excel sheet, we don't have any of the gross profit over here. So anytime we update with the Excel sheet, the gross profit will be automatically calculated into Power BI and automatically we will be able to take out the data. So moving out to Power BI game. So we have month. We can click here over month. So first we will be having a clustered column chart. Right? In x-axis we will be having month and in y-axis we will be having revenue, right? So you can see we are just stretching it down. So Power BI allows you to how you can stretch and even customize with the sizes. So you are saying 2023 10 2024. So you have a button over here, go to the next level into the hierarchy. You can see it is year, quarter, month, day. So once we will be going into the hierarchy, we will be having quarterly sales, what is the revenue. Then we will be having monthly, right? So once we are having monthly, let us check it out. If we are getting some of the gross profit, how the gross profit is moving. So what we will be clicking, so this is our clustered column chart, but now we will be moving out with the line and stacked column chart. So here we will be coming out with line and column chart, and what we will be adding, gross profit we will be adding into line y-axis. So here we can see that we have a gross profit line in the month, how the things are moving up. Another thing, so to add a new column, we have to add a new calculation. We have three options. Either we add into the Power Query, either once you are into the main profile, you can move out to the model view, in stable view, and you can add a column node. You can see that new column is available, or you can create a new measure. According to your requirement, you can move out. So let us understand how a measure is created. So let us go with the things, new measure. So let us work it out with the operating profit. What is operating profit? And now what we will be doing, operating profit. So gross profit minus operating expenses will be our operating profit. So first we will be adding a DAX. It is sum of gross profit, closing the bracket, minus sum of operating expenses, closing the bracket again. So once we are done, we have a measure over here, operating profit. So again what we will be doing, we will be again clicking out with the clustered column chart, and we will be putting out our month into x-axis, and then we will be putting out operating profit into y-axis. So you can look out with the things we again receive into the date hierarchy. So we will be going to the next level, and then we are having the operating profit. Again we can see out how we can add slicers so that we can look out with the month or quarterly if we select like that. So first we will be adding one slicer where we will be getting year-on-year details. So what we will be doing, we will be adding a slicer. So in slicer, we will be just clicking out one. So it is showing us a complete date calendar where we will be selecting from to end of the date. Otherwise, what we can do, we can click into this arrow button and work it out with date hierarchy. Once it is the date hierarchy has come down, we will be having the complete date hierarchy over here. So we have year, then quarter, then month, then you have dates also, right? So let us close all these things. We will be requiring only year. So we have year, right? Then we will be moving out to customize the slicer setting. How the slicer setting will be working on. So what we will be doing as a drop down, so that it will be in a drop down mode and it will be working here. So again, slicer do have a many of the things. It is just an example. Let us see another example of the slicer, but we will be creating buttons for the month. How we will be doing that? You will be again moving out with the add data to your visual. You will just have a blank click over here so that you can need this thing. You can add a slicer over here. You can also click without the date hierarchy. You can also take only the month. So you can click over here. You can click again here. Then you can click month. So you are having a complete list of month. What you can do is you can select slicer settings. So basically this area where you usually build your visual, and this area where you format your visual to your colors, data labels, title settings, format settings, YS settings, all these customizable things leads to do into this particular area. So where we will be coming out slicer settings, and then we will be moving out with the tile settings. See, we have the complete buttons for all our month, right? But generally, dashboards doesn't look this ugly. That would really looks very, 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 very fantastic. So let us customize some of the things. So here operating profit by month, what we will be doing, we will be coming out to format at your visual button. Then you have to down with columns. Then here you can look out columns, then color FX. FX means it is like an FX, EFF, CPS. So here we can add a gradient month year, but we are working operating profit. So here minimum is lowest value, maximum is highest value. What we will be adding over here, it is a middle color. So highest value we are going for blue almost. Lowest value we will be going for orange. So once we click it, we are getting the information. So legends, we will just close it up. Then again, we have data labels. So once we add the data labels are little bit shady. So what we can do, we can go to the value of data labels and change the color to dark black, right? We can also do it bold. And then also over here, month, we can change over here. Value, we can write it in the white colors or the dark colors. And background, we can work it out with the colors. See the things, it is looking. And once you clear it out, it will be working. So also you can change the color themes where you used to working any of the Microsoft products like Microsoft Excel or Microsoft PowerPoint. So here you can come out with a view and you can have many of the color options. So if you look on with the things, it will change automatically. Right. So I think you have some basic idea about Power BI and Microsoft Excel. And if you are having any doubt regarding this, then do comment us. If you are also, we request you to do comment your email ID so that we will be putting you all the information regarding the new tips and tricks about the Microsoft Excel, Microsoft Power BI, or anything about the development which we are working on. So we will be continue with new sessions with Power BI regarding dashboards. We generally develop a very dynamic dashboards we used to develop. It is the same for another dashboard. If you can look it out, this is another our export dashboards which we have made. One of the sales date dashboards we have made where other things has been done. This is one of the HR dashboards where we have made so that you can look it out. If you are clicking any of the main things, it is working on that. See, once we are clicking the male, it is filtering out the things. If you are clicking with the female, it is also filtering out the things. So generally we design this type of dashboards, but it is our starting video, so we are ending upon this. But we will be coming out with the next dashboards level. Please do comment, like, subscribe. Thank you friends. Bye bye.